In this video, I'm going to show you how to add extra protection to your Ford Bronco Sport transmission. And that extra protection is a magnetic drain plug. Now the drain plug in these Ford Bronco Sports is not magnetic. There is a check level plug that has a magnet on it, but that gets pretty full of shavings pretty quick. And we're going to remove the drain plug, install this drain plug with a magnet, and that's going to be extra protection to help your transmission last a lot longer. Let's go ahead and get the transmission fluid changed, the new drain plug put in, and get this vehicle back on the road. We need to remove the skid plates. We have 4 10mm bolts across this front side that we need to remove. Once those are removed, we have 6 13mm bolts to remove, a couple across the back, and then 2 down the side. And then if you have the metal skid plate, it's extremely heavy, so I just use a floor jack underneath and then just let it come down with the floor jack. Pop the hood and then we're going to find the fill hole. To remove this snorkel tube, so we have a little pop rivet right here, and then we have one right down here. We just need to pop those up and remove this piece right here. Then we got to remove the air box. So you have this little connector right here. You just push in and pull off. And you have a push zip tie fastener right here. You can just lift this straight up. And then you have a little clip right here on the air box. You pull that straight up. So then that wire is out of our way. And we have 2 tabs on the lid. There's one right here. Let's flip that towards the battery. Then we have one right here in the front. Flip that towards the front of the battery. We have a hose clamp right in front of that sensor. We're going to go ahead and loosen that up. You don't need to take this off. You just want to turn it maybe about 5 turns so it's nice and loose. Lift the air box up. Kind of got to turn it at an angle like this and pull straight out. Take your air filter out. And this lower air box is going to lift straight up. Now with all that out of the way, our transmission fill hole is right there. We just need to remove that cap. And then you also may wonder what this is right here. That's actually going to hold our funnel. Now once you just squeeze this clamp, lift it up a little bit, and then you can pull that right off. And then right there is our fill hole. Now depending on what kind of transmission funnel you have, mine is pretty fat up here. So it's basically meant to go in like this, but I don't want to remove all of this stuff. So I'm just going to stick my funnel in right there. But if you have a smaller, taller funnel, you can go right through that hole there and it will hold your funnel right in place. Now that we know we can get new fluid into the transmission, now we can go ahead and drain it. Last thing you want to do is drain any kind of fluid and find out you can't refill it. You need to locate your transmission drain plug, which is this little guy right here. So in order to find it, you have a cooler right here. Just go towards the passenger side and it's right there. Or if you come down here, that's the oil drain plug. Go straight over to the driver's side, about 20 inches, and then go back about 6 inches. All right, you're going to need a 14mm socket, and that's not going to be very tight. And what's a little strange, there's no crush washer on here. There's like a flat seal on the inside of this bolt. So go ahead and line up your bucket and remove your drain plug. The magnetic drain plug that I'll be installing, and included in that is a copper crush washer. There's a magnet inside there, and that's going to collect all the metal shavings that the check level plug misses. I use clear graduated buckets anytime I drain any kind of fluid. As you can see right now, it's just about done draining. I've got just a hair over 5 quarts. And now you're going to tighten your drain plug to 26 pound-feet of torque. Well, right there is our check level plug. Once we fill it up, you need to get the transmission fluid up to about 185 to 200 degrees. Then we're going to open up that plug while the vehicle is still running, and then any excess transmission fluid will drain out. When it comes to a slow trickle, then we'll put that plug back in. To find that plug from underneath, you'll see there's my drain plug. Go straight back. You'll see this kind of ear hanging down right here. It's basically straight up from that ear. And you'll see that there's a sticker right here. If you can see my finger, there's a sticker that tells you the temperature range. And then right above the sticker is that check level plug. Now I'm going to add 5.5 quarts of ULV. I have the 5.5 quarts of transmission fluid in there. I've removed the funnel, and now we need to reinstall that cap. If you squeeze this tight enough, it will actually lock on itself, and then you can just kind of spin this around right into place. And then all you have to do is squeeze it to unlock. And I'm just using some needle nose pliers, and then it will go right down where it needs to. And once you have it correctly back into place, that's what it should look like. Now we're going to reinstall the lower air box, and that's going to fit into this grommet right here. You got another grommet right here, and then it will go into that hole right there. And from the driver's side, you can actually kind of line these up, and then all you do is just push straight down. Install your air filter. We're going to install the upper air box. These two tabs right here are going to go inside these two slots. So your upper air box kind of goes in at an angle and then rotate it down. Make sure those two tabs are in the slots first, and then just hold it down and latch the two latches. We can plug that sensor back in, push that down in the hole, push that clip back on. Now we're going to reinstall this front snorkel. At this point, you might be thinking to yourself, what happens if I need to add more transmission fluid? We're not going to. We drained out 5 quarts. I put 5.5 quarts in. I've done this enough to know that 5.5 quarts is a hair over full. And then once we get it warm, it's going to come out of that check level plug. You don't want to go back and forth, adding fluid. Now we can put in our little plastic top rivets. Now at this point, I like to drive the vehicle around for about 10 to 15 minutes to get that new transmission fluid up to temperature. If you just let your vehicle set and idle, it's going to take like 30 to 40 minutes to get that fluid up to temp. So I like to drive it around, get it shifting through the gears, causes friction, which causes heat, which gets it up to the correct temperature. Then we're going to pull it back in the garage and pull that check level plug. Go for about a 10-15 minute drive. I'm going to get the vehicle up to 60 miles an hour. I want it to shift through all the gears. That's going to create friction, and that's going to cause the transmission fluid to get up to temperature. When you come back into the garage, we need to pull that check level plug. Make sure you do not shut your vehicle off when you pull that check level plug, because you'll lose about 2 quarts of fluid. Whenever you pull that check level plug, the vehicle must be running. I'm going to show you guys the safest and accurate way to do this. I removed the driver's wheel, put the vehicle on a jack stand, and I have the vehicle perfectly level. That's going to allow me to get in here and get that fill check plug out, and I can check the temperature at the same time. And right there is that fill check level plug. Nice, so now you can see I have my ratchet onto my extension going back into the check level plug. As you can see, the total length is about 12 inches, so I have a 10-inch extension, and then you need a 10mm hex socket. just going to let that come to a slow trickle, and then you reinstall this plug while the vehicle is running. You fill check plug, and that's a really good sign that there's no metal on the end of this. Then you can shine one of these infrared thermometers in there, and you can see I'm at 145. So we're going to need to let this get a little bit hotter. All right, I've got the fill plug back in. I've got the vehicle shut off. Now we need to tighten the fill plug to 26 pound-feet. I have 14 ounces of fluid that we captured under there. Now go ahead and put the wheel back on and torque the lug nuts to 100 pound-feet. Now all there's left to do is just go ahead and put on your lower skid plate or lower engine guard. And that's all there is to it, guys. I hope this step-by-step video helped you out and made it an easy process for you. I'll put links in the description down below how to get everything off Amazon and have it show up at your doorstep in just 1 to 2 days. Hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.